Hi, this is the main crossing of the railway between the main town of Wareham over there and the residential areas of North Moor Carey on this side. This is a crossing that is used by about 1,000 people a day. It's used by school children, it's used by people getting to the shops, the doctor's services. The alternative to this foot crossing is a footbridge, and this crossing is meant to be open from 6 a.m. till 1 o'clock at night. And as you can see, here's a period of time where it's going to be closed at 6 o'clock in the evening. Anybody wanting to cross this, say they might be pushing a buggy, they might be carrying a shopping trolley, they might be on a pedestrian buggy, then they've got a problem because they can't go across the footbridge there. There is an alternative route which the council seem to think people are going to be able to use, and that's to go across the main road bridge, which is over in that direction. There's no footpath there, and that means going along the main road. The council doesn't seem to be aware of the inconvenience that they're causing to people around here.
I'm Colin Morgan. I live 5 minutes walk from here on this side of the railway, and I use this crossing 2 or 3 times a week. Network Rail say this is one of the most dangerous crossings in the country, which most local people regard as a downright lie. Under pressure from Network Rail against the wishes of the local community, gates have been put up. Well, first of all, a fence was put up, making it more difficult to cross, and then the gates were installed. For reasons that none of us understand, Dorset County Council took responsibility for operation of these gates. It's costing Dorset £120,000 a year to man it, and as you can see from the notice, they're not able to man it at all the times that people need to use it. In doing so, they are failing to meet the requirements of the 2010 Equality Act, which lays a duty on bodies providing access for the public anywhere, that if they change it for any reason, that the accessibility has to be at least as good after the changes for all the people who are protected by the Act, which of course includes people with all kinds of disabilities affecting their mobility, and it affects the people who go with them, so that it's not only people in wheelchairs who are affected, but people who are pushing the wheelchairs are protected by the Act as well. In this case, Network Rail and Dorset County Council refuse to take that into account. Our local Tory MPs and Lib Dem councillors and Tory councillors say they're on our side, but they are totally ineffectual in getting the message over and bringing about real change.
So what's the problem? What has stopped successive Lib Dem and Tory MPs and councillors from finding a solution to this very local problem? Well, there have been several very costly attempts at finding a solution. So is it incompetence, or are they simply not in touch with the needs of the local community? I think it comes down to 2 main things. Since 2010, local governments have had their budgets slashed 60p in the pound. They can barely afford to fulfil their statutory duties, never mind look after infrastructure such as this crossing. Under the Tories and the Lib Dems, this isn't going to change. Let's not forget, they are the architects of austerity. However, when Labour get into power, we will fully fund local government so that they have the power and the money to take care of our public services.